Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Excuse me. So good to see you all here. Welcome to another Friday morning, afternoon, or evening doodle session, wherever you are. Hey, Tracy. Good to see you here. Happy Friday and happy Easter. Yes. Hey Amanda, good morning. Hey Evelina. Hi Mende, good to see you all here. Welcome, and I hope that you are looking forward to another doodle session. Hi Alika, am I saying your name right? I hope so, that's a beautiful name. I hope that, you're all ready to do some doodling, some calming, relaxation, mindful art to help ground us. To reflect on the week that has been and to intend the week that is coming and beyond. Hey Dilly. Okay, fantastic. Alika, beautiful, beautiful. So good to have you here. And particularly if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome to this beautiful doodle community. We do these doodling sessions every Friday at this time, and we alternate doodling themes. This week is our random to rooted series, where we have a little doodle app that gives us a random prompt, and then you can choose to follow that prompt, or you can choose to doodle whatever you would like, whatever randomly pops into your head. But the intention is to root us and ground us, connecting to our breath, connecting to our body, becoming aware of our thought patterns, and generally practicing creative intuition as a means of self-care. So yeah, that's what we do here on these Friday sessions. And then the alternating weeks is our journal prompts. So we've got more of a set theme. Every week is a different prompt, but it's more of a reflective art journaling kind of prompt. So yeah, a little bit of variety, but a little bit of structure at the same time. So hopefully that works for everybody. Hey Jenny, good to have you here. Welcome back. Always lovely to see our doodle friends, familiar faces and names. And I hope that you'll agree that this is a beautiful community of like-minded doodlers, and we're here to not only lift ourselves up but also to lift each other up. There's so much value in the engagement in the chat, so I really welcome you to post any insights or wisdom or reflections or questions in the comments, and if I don't have an answer or a response, then I can guarantee you that the community will. This is a lovely, beautiful, supportive community, and we've been doing these sessions for a good while, at least a year. So yeah, it's a beautiful, what's the routine? Like, it's a beautiful, there's another word that I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of it. It's a beautiful, reoccurring self-care practice that we do together. A long-winded, there is a more succinct way of saying that, but yeah, apparently I can't access that. Hey Zimbira, good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Yay! Fridays aren't the same without doodling. I agree with you, Jenny. These have become like a pillar of my week. I really am staunchly appreciative of these sessions and the connection that we have in our doodle group. So yeah, I completely agree. Fridays are not the same without doodling. Hey Alina, good to see you here. Welcome, welcome. Or Elena, Elena, is that correct? Please correct me. Tracy, we have Easter long weekend over in Sydney, Australia. I hope that you are enjoying it and that you've got some lovely plans. I know in the UK as well, and in South Africa it's also a long weekend. Here in the US it isn't. It is business as usual. Which, yeah, having grown up in South Africa, it seems a little odd. But there it is. Different cultures, different way of doing things. Yay! Yes, Alika, commitment, absolutely. This is a commitment to self-care and creativity and mindfulness. So fantastic. Great, Elena. There we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to shuffle our cards. Yeah, I know, Zembira, it's very strange. I was very surprised when I first learned that Easter weekend isn't a thing here. So yeah. I suppose it's more pronounced when you grow up elsewhere. Oh, there's our card. And yeah, and then you come somewhere where they do things differently. Okay. Ooh, we have had this one before and it is perfect for today. Based on what I've just been saying, self-love. That is our little extra reminder today to practice self-love. And the card says, I acknowledge that the hardest person to love is me. I choose to have the greatest love affair with myself. Only then will everything else fall into place. How awesome is that? Does that resonate with you? Did you need to have this reminder today? Please do let me know. Self-love. Again, I acknowledge that the hardest person to love is me. How true is that? I choose to have the greatest love affair with myself. Only then will everything else fall into place. Woo, that feels like a bit of tough love from the universe. Stop putting yourself down. Stop putting yourself second. The analogy that frequently comes along with the idea of self-love is the airplane putting on your own mask, oxygen masks first so that you can help others. So yeah, let's receive that reminder with reverence and gratitude. Alrighty, who is ready to doodle today? Today is our random to rooted. So we're going to see what the little Zen Doodle app wants us to doodle today. Again, the invitation, check in with your own creative intuition. See if it resonates, if the prompt resonates. If it does, go ahead and follow along. I'll be showing my screen and my doodle. You can take inspiration from that, or you can veer off in a completely different direction. It is completely up to you. It is your choice, and feel free at any time to take a break, to stop, get some water or something to drink, so you've got it nearby. Yeah, and let's get doodling. Let's get the music on and let us see what our prompt is going to be. Let's see. Hi Nene, welcome, welcome. You're looking forward to the doodling. Fantastic, me too. All right, so we have our little Zen Doodle pattern selector. I'm going to include a scene or a subject in our selection. Oh, and as a reminder, for those of you who are new, oh, something just pinged. Those of you who are new, we do have a free resource, and although you will see the patterns on the screen just above me over there, we do have a free 50 doodle resource download that you can access if you head to my Insight Timer teacher profile and scroll all the way down on the About page to the Zen Doodle group. There is a direct download link there. I'm not collecting email addresses or anything. It is the direct access to the file. It's a PDF with 50 different doodle patterns, and that's the patterns that you're going to see in this app above me over here. So if you're looking to do some doodling on your own in your own time, then that is where you can go and access that. Alrighty, so let's see what we are doodling today. We're doing 3 patterns. Can you see that okay? I feel like I need to move this along. Let's see. It's a bit cut off. Let me just see if I can fix that. Well, I'll do the centering shortly. So 3 different patterns. A cactus with 3 arms. Raw. And we're going to fill each arm with a different pattern from your selection, and then those are the 3 selections. So how does that sound? Yay, Mende, so happy to finally have all the patterns. Fantastic, yes, it helps. Yay, look at that emoji. That's exactly the cactus emoji we're going to be doing. I like that. All right, so we can figure out how we're going to do our doodle our little cactus pattern. There is no right or wrong, so please leave judgment at the door. This is not an art class. There is not going to be any prizes for best cactus. Simply let your creativity flow and enjoy the process. It's all about the process. So thinking about a cactus, right? What comes to mind? What does a cactus represent for you? For me, it represents hardiness, resilience, strength, a little spiciness. What else? What comes to mind if you think of a cactus? I would love to hear. Yeah, Mende, you might choose different patterns today. Fantastic, you do you. Do whatever feels right for you. So, let's see. I'm going to draw. Can you see my drawing? Yes. Let's go. There's my doodle. Hey Saul, how do you find the patterns? The patterns, the download, the PDF download is from my Insight Timer teacher profile. And yeah, if you go down on the About page, scroll all the way down to the bottom, there is a Zen Doodle group, and the link is in the About section of that Zen Doodle group. Direct download. However, as you can see here, hopefully, I'm going to have the patterns on screen. So there you go. You can follow along directly on screen if you want to. Of course, you can also take inspiration from all of those other patterns if these particular patterns are not speaking to you. Completely up to you. It is your choice. There is no obligation to do anything. It is an invitation for you to practice your own creative intuition. Can you see my pattern okay? Should I do a thicker pencil? I can't really see on the screen. Evelina, the cacti are beautiful and majestic in the Arizona desert. Yes. I can well imagine, yes. Mende, prickly. Ooh, sun. Yes, I'm gonna put little spikies all the way around my cactus for sure. And the sun, oh, definitely need to have a sun in the scene. So you can see we're taking inspiration from each other, taking inspiration from the scene. Yeah, weathered and awesome. Oh, I like that. You're welcome, soul. Hard on the outside, soft on the inside. Love that, Jamie. Yes. That is so cool. Love that. Oh, funny. Alrighty, so now we're going to do these different patterns. So I'm just trying to think how to separate. Maybe the patterns today just merge into each other somehow. I'm gonna be experimental. It may work, it may not work, and that is part of this process because we are practicing non-attachment. Non-attachment. So I'd like to invite you, once you have your initial layout, whatever you happen to be drawing on, and I didn't say it in the beginning, but I'll say it now. What you draw on and with is completely your choice. I choose digital, it's just a preference. But if majority of people draw analog with real paper and pen, so it's just completely a preference thing. Right, so let's all take a nice deep breath in as we begin to immerse ourselves into the patterns. Take a nice deep breath in and release. As we start to make the marks on our page. start to build our patterns. Taking it nice and slow and allowing your breath to guide you. I'm seeing these lines on the screen. Let's see if I can adjust that in any way. That just makes it worse. There we go. I think that's going to improve it, I hope. Nope. Okay, I'm not sure why these lines are occurring. I think that it has to do with the light and the angle. Hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. I can't seem to sort that out right now. So we'll just go with the flow. Oh, there it goes. Disappears when my hand is there. Alrighty, there we go. Hey, Kaylee. Yes, absolutely. Is it okay to restart? For sure. Restart your own drawing, do you mean? Please do, go ahead. Or would you like me to redo the pattern selector? Let me know. Tracy, catching up with MT. I meant to say catching up with my best friends today. Oh, awesome. That's so cool. Enjoy. Enjoy. So just connecting to your breath. Notice the sensation of the page beneath your hand. And getting into the groove of your doodle pattern. Finding your way. There is usually a kind of warm-up period with doodling. I certainly find that, at least. Don't know if you do. The first few minutes or so feel a little bit more, what's the word? Effortful, maybe. As we find our groove and settle into the movement of our hands. Keeping awareness on your breath and taking a nice deep inhalation and a slow exhalation whenever you feel the need. Otherwise, simply putting your awareness on how you are breathing, the sensation of breathing. Kelly, not sure why it's sending twice, but yes, I mean my own drawing. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Do your own drawing. It is free for you to do. We are simply doodling here together. We don't necessarily have to be doodling the same thing. But of course, offering some kind of structure for those who desire that, and also flexibility and openness to those who choose to do their own. But we're all here for the doodling, whatever shape or form that takes. with the intention of resetting our nervous systems from the week that has been and setting us up for the week that is coming. Michelle, concentrated, studious. Yeah, that's exactly right. It takes effort. Yes, yes, yes. That it still feels, you know what it is? Thank you, Michelle. When starting out with the doodle, it's very much still in my head. That's what it is. It's still very much a head-based activity. And as we focus more on our breath, the active breathing, the sensations of the surface we're drawing on and the pen or pencil we're drawing with, as focus starts to go onto those, so the experience becomes more of a sensory one as opposed to a mental one, becomes more body focused, experience focused, rather than thinking, cognitive processes. That's definitely it. Less analysis and more experience and experimentation. Letting go, releasing, expanding. I love this cactus already. They're just always happy little plants, aren't they? Or big plants, as it were. Hey, Jana, good to see you. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doodling a cactus this morning, this afternoon. Happy plants. They just always seem to be happy. In fact, I feel like at the end of my doodles within this cactus, I want to put a face on this cactus. I'm going to give him a face. And even though we may or may not complete this doodle in this session together, that is okay. It means that you have a project to work on, a creative project to complete in your own time as part of your self-care practice. Easing into the flow of the doodle pattern. Noticing if it gets easier, starts to feel more natural, starts to flow. And really inviting yourself to make it up as you go along. There's no right or wrong way. There's no expectation about the outcome. Just noticing how you're feeling while you're busy. So as I said, I'm kind of experimenting today because I'm going to let my doodles patterns merge. So I don't really know how it's going to turn out, but we shall soon find out. Hey Jo Ellen, welcome. OMG, it's like today you are reading my mind. Can't stay for the whole today, no problem, but just came back from a trip to southern Utah. Abundance of cacti, my gosh, that's so cool. Well, then this is the perfect prompt for you, just to reflect on and reminisce about your trip to Utah. Love that. Yay. Barbara, good morning, good day. Oh, you missed us last week. Yes. We missed you too, Barbara, and I hope that you're doing well too. Joelle and I saw a ton of prickly pear. Oh my gosh. So my drawing will be a nice souvenir or reminder of the trip. Yeah, absolutely. What a lovely way to reflect on an experience. And that is definitely one of the additional benefits of doodling in a mindful way, because yes, the doodle itself might prompt reflection of an experience or ideas. It's a way to kind of unclench your brain. A very visceral visual there. To unclench your brain, just let it relax, release, and let it actually process. I remember you're prompting a reminder, a memory, Jo Ellen, of when we once lived in the desert. It was actually during the pandemic. We escaped to the desert in South Africa, and the cacti there, I don't know the species, I'm not botanically orientated, but the cacti there, we happened to be there at the time of year where the cacti bloomed the most beautiful flowers that had the most amazing scent. And they literally bloom for maybe 2 days a year, I believe, maybe longer. So we were really, really lucky to be there at the time and to see and smell those beautiful flowers. And I love the kind of what a cactus represents, that it, don't judge a book by its cover, right? Because it might look fierce and stoic almost, but there's a beauty to it and a gift if you're willing to pay attention. So yeah, what a beautiful reminder. Thank you for that. Alika, so strange that my mind is bringing up, what my mind is bringing up and where it's taking me. Interesting. Yeah, get curious about that. And I do want to invite you as well that if there are certain thought patterns that you recognize, make a note of them. And after, if you feel called to, after the doodle session, perhaps journal about that. Get curious about, isn't it fascinating that that's what came up while I was doodling? As I said, your brain is unclenching, and things fall out when when they're not being held so tightly. So it might be an invitation, if you feel called to, and of course practice self-care, do what feels right for you. And it might be that means journaling, getting curious, reflecting on those thoughts, those memories. Take care of yourself. This is the practice of self-love. You're taking care of yourself by allowing your brain to unclench, by focusing on creativity, an activity that doesn't have any expectation or burden or obligation. There's nothing riding on it. Let's see. Hey Karma, doodling is very calming. I've now turned my doodles into postcards that I sell at grocery stores. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that. Yeah, just creativity just opens up your world, doesn't it? In so many ways. In so many ways. Yeah, Alika, nature was comforting us at the time, absolutely. Nature just knows exactly what to do. Yeah, Joellen, the desert is such a strange and beautiful place, isn't it? It really is. It really is. It's like another world. Kelly, this is fantastic. I am a perfectionist and artist with OCD, and stuff like this never really felt like creating because it was so simple, yeah. But doing it as a mindfulness practice changes my outlook. Oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps. When I was a kid, I would always doodle like this and kick myself for never truly creating. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, there's so many beautiful lessons in that, isn't there? Isn't that just incredible that you get to revisit this and reframe what you define as creative, right? And it's an additional challenge, I think, for artists who use their creative energy to earn a living, right? Because yeah, there's an expectation and there's added baggage of productivity attached to anything that you create. And so when do you actually create for your own self-care, self-expression? Because it becomes habituated that anything you create has to have an intention or a purpose. I used to be a professional photographer, and I experienced a similar thing in that I loved photography, and it started out as a hobby, developed into a business for which I ran for about 16 years. And it got to the point that I only ever picked up my camera for clients. And since I moved to the US, it has been quite a while since I picked up my camera. I know I will again one day, but I think I'm still kind of processing more than a decade of using my creative talents for other people. And so doodling it taps into that same source of creativity. And what's so beautiful about these sessions is the practice of doing it without expectation from anybody, not even yourself. That is a gift. That is one of the many benefits of doing this as part of your self-care plan. It's liberating. It reopens that well to creativity. And Joellen, you're always surprised by its treasures. Yeah, the desert is amazing. Oh, that's amazing. I love your process, Karma. Amazing. Alika, that was my scenario years ago. Oh, my camera and gear still stare at me every time I open that closet. It's so true. I've got the exact same experience. It fills me with a sense of panic and anxiety, of rushed time and competitiveness that did not help me. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so it's good, especially for creators, creatives who make their living from their creativity, to build in creating for yourself time so that you don't lose that. Notice if you're holding any tension anywhere in your body as you are getting into the flow of the shapes, not having to analyze or think about it too much anymore, just letting your hand move. See if you're able to cast your awareness to your feet. Notice how they are feeling, what they are feeling. And then slowly turn your awareness from the soles of your feet up your body, all the way up your legs, to your pelvis, through your torso, into your neck, around your shoulders, down into your arms and hands and fingers, and then up into your face, your jaw, your lips, your forehead and eyebrows, and finally the top of your scalp. Take some deep breaths in to all areas of your body. And on the exhale, let all of the tension that you noticed release. Alrighty. I might come back to this pattern, but I'm going to move on to the next pattern for now. So that was pattern number 7. Pattern number 35 is next. Kelly, you appreciate the reminder my whole body was tense. Yeah, absolutely. This is a full body experience. We might think it's just our hands and our wrist and fingers participating, but our whole body is here. And that is part of the mindfulness practice, is remembering that. And the breath is the foundation of your awareness. Noticing how you're breathing. Noticing that you are breathing. You can sync up your breath to the marks you're making on the page. Perhaps with a swirl. Recognizing that the simplicity of these doodle patterns is what makes it a relaxing process. Also recognizing how easy it is for our clenched up minds to overcomplicate things. Oh, Jalen, you gotta run. Have a fabulous weekend and week ahead, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week. Zembira, you're doing pattern number 11 to do some sand dunes for the cacti to stand on. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. I mean, you could really get creative with the whole scene. Add some swirls or patterns into the sunshine, might even do some smaller cacti in the background. I like to add those details kind of over the course of the weekend or the week that follows the doodle session. And really it's about making this your own, following your creative intuition. Notice how tightly you're holding your pen or pencil. Ashley, you missed your alarm. It's doodle time. Better late than never. We are doodling a cactus today. And these are the patterns that we are starting with. Of course, you can do your own patterns, whatever feels right for you. So don't feel rushed. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Doesn't matter if you don't finish or if you don't participate at all. You can also just watch. Completely up to you. It does remind me that I need to create all of the Insight Time events for April. Can you believe? Can't believe we are already in April of 2026. So I will be creating April's events, and you can sign up to get your reminders to join. Oh, you love a cactus. Yes, we were just saying how happy they are. They are happy plants. A reminder to move your page so that your hand remains as comfortable as possible. You'll see that I move my page quite a bit. So that you're not adding extra strain to your shoulder, your neck, your elbow, your wrist. Part of the mindful practice. And if you're sat at a desk where you are leaning over your page, take a moment every now and then to roll your shoulders back. Move your neck gently, slowly, and even rotating your wrists every now and then just to recognize it is a full body experience. We do want to be in the creative flow, but not at the expense of our posture or our body. We don't want to introduce more tension into our body. It needs to be all round mental, physical, and emotional relaxation. Hey Michelle, I'm just watching. Welcome, my first time here, have no understanding about Doodle. Well, there's not much to understand, to be honest. We are using a prompt. We don't know what was my sessions, at least these sessions. These are random to rooted sessions, mean that we don't really have an idea of what we're going to be doodling until the session starts. And so today's theme was drawing a cactus, and we're going to be filling it with 3 different patterns. So yeah, it is random and it is intended to root us. And I feel like the cactus is a lovely reminder of that rooting. They stand tall and proud, almost exposed in the desert, and yet they are firmly grounded deep into the earth. An earth that can look arid and hostile, and yet these cacti thrive. Ashley just picked up a book at the library on how to crochet succulents. Oh, amazing! That's so cool. I was doodling a succulent on Tuesday. They're also cute plants, aren't they? Oh, Evelina, it's your birthday on the April 7th. Happy birthday. Happy. Oh, it came too quickly this year. Yeah, gosh. I hope that you have a wonderful birthday on the 7th. The 7th is my parents' wedding anniversary as well, so I'll be thinking of you on the 7th. And I hope that you, have a lovely, it's your personal New Year, your personal New Year's Eve and your personal New Year's Day. So I hope that you enjoy it, reflect on the year that has been, intend for the year that is coming. It is a beautiful celebration of and for yourself. It is interesting how, in my experience, age has changed my relationship with birthdays. And naturally so, as children, it has a different meaning, but as we grow older, what birthdays start to mean can differ. And so for me, I'm definitely in the era of personal New Year's, setting intentions, and honoring your own individual timeline. I'm interested to know what relationship do you have with birthdays at this stage in your life? Alika, you make this look really easily. Oh, you're struggling. Well, it comes with practice, I have to say. Yeah, I don't have any formal art training or anything like that, and I think what helps is the embracing of the simplicity. And of course, letting go of judgment. And of course, practice. So yeah, stick with it. Recognize what you're feeling, if you're feeling discomfort or if you're perhaps judging. Acknowledge that. It's part of the process, part of the journey, completely normal, to be expected. I definitely did do that a lot when I first started out, and I thought I'd never get the hang of it. But over time, it does definitely get easier. And that discomfort and judgment doesn't go away completely. It all depends on the day, the state of mind you're in, what's going on. But when you do reframe it as the importance being on the process and not the outcome, that's actually, it feels counterintuitive, but that's when the outcome actually does improve. Michelle says she'll try next time. When will the next session be? It is next week, Friday, same time, which it starts at, we've been going for 53 minutes now. It starts at 10 a.m. EST time. So wherever you are, it's 54 minutes ago. And I will create the events. So follow me on Insight Timer, and then you'll get notified once the April sessions are all live. And then you can get your reminders. Tracy says she has another long weekend coming up, Anzac Day. Oh, awesome. On April the 25th. So you've got a lot of, yeah, April in South Africa, April is also, there's a lot of holidays in April. Yeah, so Alika's also saying, Michelle, that she's here for the first time and she's just playing with pen and paper. Yeah, there's no right or wrong. There's no expectation here. Evelina says, I celebrate all my months with the help of my friends, lunches and lots of presents. Oh, that's special. That's so special. Hey Lauren, good to have you here. Welcome. Ashley, interesting conversation. My birthday is also next week and I've been in an era of self-doubt. Wow. Okay, so hopefully, Ashley, you're using this time to reflect what's that all about? What is that all about? Where's that self-doubt coming from? Get curious. Changing our pattern. Yeah, and maybe use that as a prompt, a journal prompt. Ask yourself those questions and don't expect an answer. Just ask it, and as your mind unclenches, so an answer might appear. Or if you know what the answer is as to why, perhaps a solution will appear. Zimbira, I think personally I found it also gets easier to do your own thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because comparison is a real thing. And obviously I demonstrate what I'm doing as a source of guidance or inspiration, or if somebody is struggling with one of the patterns, it might help to see an approach to it. But of course there's always the chance of comparison. And comparison is a creativity killer. So we do not want to do that. And it's so easy to do, and it's a completely natural thing to do. Everybody does it. It's a built-in setting of the human software. And definitely when you do your own thing, so you start to realize you do have your own resources, your own capabilities. This is one happy cactus. Catherine, hey, I found that to be true. Oh, okay, you found that to be true over and over again, the letting go. Yeah, absolutely. And it's a constant having to remind yourself. It's a constant practice. It's not just a one and done. It is just an ongoing process. Yes, Callie, also a self-love killer. Absolutely, yeah, comparison is very much a self-love killer, for sure. For sure. Zimbira, I found it good though to start with just to copy what you were doing. I think there are times for that too. Absolutely, it depends on the day. Depends on the day. I find sometimes as well that I don't feel like making my own decisions, which is why I have the randomizer, because decision fatigue is a real thing and adulting just comes with far too much decision making. So I want to lighten the vibes. You know what I realized? We didn't do our xenometer check. We didn't check our xenometer reading at the start. Do we want to do that now? Just to see where we are, even though we are 2/3 of the way in. Forgetfulness. Yeah, and I see it more as inspiration, not comparison to see other doodles. Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's a reminder, a constant reminding process. And awareness, part of the mindfulness practice, realizing that you are comparing, you know, and it's such a conditioned behavior that it can feel so natural to compare ourselves. But when you do make that conscious decision, first of all, when you have the awareness that you are comparing, and then when you make the conscious decision to shift it into, decide that it is inspiration rather than something to compare yourself against, that it's a simple but powerful shift, that reframe. I know I used to do that with my photography all the time, constantly comparing. And of course, every other photographer in the world was more talented than me. Took a long time to get to the point of believing that I have talent. self-reflection, a lot of self-talk, self-coaching, and self-awareness. And then self-discipline to keep practicing the reframe. Evelina, you're an 8 right now. My Zenometer reading. So for those of you who are new, I did forget to do our Zenometer check at the beginning of the session, and we normally do it before we start doodling, but better late than never. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being awful, 10 being awesome, how are you feeling right now? And we do this just to, again, practice awareness of how am I feeling right now, noticing, doing the act of noticing how you're feeling, and then what, if any, impact has the doodling had on how you are feeling. I'm a 7.5 right now. I feel like I'm always 7.5. Hey Aurora. Oh good, that's inspiring. To reach to believe that you have talent too. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Catherine, so many amazing ideas and insights. Oh, thank you so much, Catherine. You so beautifully invited me to explore staying with the page when I want to start over. Yeah, and it's so, in fact, the cactus is a perfect analogy because it can feel so prickly when all you want to do is start again because your perfectionism has claimed that it's not good enough. So our cactus is a reminder of the beauty of that prickly feeling. That's where the learning happens. Continue in spite of the prickly feeling. What a beautiful cactus analogy. Ashley, you're a 6. Okay, with a question mark. That's considering you're in your era of self-doubt. Let's see. Kelly, you're also 7.5. Joanne, you're an 8. Alika, you're a 5, need room for improvement and acceptance. Wonderful that you're acknowledging that you're aware of that. And from there you can expand and grow. And a reminder that in this community, and why we do like to do our Zenometer readings is because recognizing the vibes in the room, the high quality of vibes in the room, feeling the love, feeling the high vibes, and that we're all here exchanging those vibes. So if you need a little extra, recognizing that there are vibes in the room to give, that all of those who have vibes to spare, they're here sending it to you. So please do receive that. Zimbara, I felt an urgency when I started that is calming and easing now. Good. See that awareness. Tracy, you're a 7, high vibes, amazing. Kelly, oh, you think you were 6.8 in the beginning? Well, that's good. Then that's a already, we're not even finished yet. So that's a marked improvement. The decimals always make me smile. Specificity. Recognize how much awareness of your breath is contributing to that Zenometer reading. How much the experience of focusing on the sensation of doodling is impacting that Zenometer reading. The letting go of tension in your body. I just noticed my shoulders were up, releasing again and again. letting your nervous system know that this is a calming experience. This is a judgment-free experience. Allowing yourself to flow. Dilly, you're at a 7. We've got some high vibes in the room today. Granted, we are taking this reading midway. Joanne, the cactus helps. The sunlight is shining even though it's dreary outside. I love this prompt. That is so true. It is dreary outside. Yes, and it is, you're getting high vibes from the image itself. I feel like let's add some sunshine vibes here. There we go, a little bit of extra sunshine vibes. Feel that baking sun. Dilly, when I doodle, I think of it as a line or a dot. There is no judgment in a line. It goes perfectly where it needs to go for the moment. Oh man, that is amazing. That is Zen vibes right there. Thank you for sharing that, Dilly. It is like encapsulates this practice perfectly. It is literally a line, literally a dot. Yes, love that. Such great wisdom. Yeah. Evelina, great idea to make the doodle merge into the next area. Mine looks great. It is lovely. I think it might be my new favorite way of segmenting our different doodle patterns. I think today marks an evolution, a creative evolution, instead of segmenting by containers, merging the doodles. So yeah, I'm really liking it too. We have evolved. See, another gift from the cactus. It is cool. We are evolving together. Kelly, holding tension is definitely the most challenging part for me, yeah. And again, with practice, you'll see that you almost start to habituate awareness of, oh, my body is tense here, my muscles are tense here. And as you instruct those muscles to relax, so you start to reduce stress or anxiety or whatever else might be associated with that physical tension. Hence the mindful art practice. Yeah, and it looks more organic and natural this way. It does. It really does. We have unlocked Doodle 2.0 today. New lease on doodling. See, and that's the benefit of experimentation. I'm reflecting on my reaction to the prompt, thinking, how am I going to separate my cactus? Feeling a little prickliness because of uncertainty. And now I'm really grateful for that prickliness, because look what has transpired. And of course, this might be old news to other people, but it's news to me. Yeah, fluid and beautiful. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I'd love to see in the comments who is doodling the cactus shape and who is doodling something else, and see if there's an emoji if you are doodling something else. Oh, Nene just added a fourth arm to mix them all together. Love it! Your cactus is growing arms. Oh man, this cactus has made me so happy. Wow. Apparently I needed a cactus in my life today. Mende, I ended up doing mine just like yours, and it's looking so cool, yay! Like your sun emoji. We should put some glasses on our son, because I'm going to add a face to the cactus, so now he's got a buddy. Although this looks like an angry sun. Oh, I need to add a smile, that's why. There we go. Happy vibes. Zenvira, I got 2 cacti so far. Oh wow. Oh, and they have flowers blooming. Yay! They are on sand dunes and under a swirling sun. That is beautiful. Sol, may I ask what PROCREATE pencil setting you're using? I'm new to this app. I am using, it looks like I'm using one I made up myself. No, maybe not, maybe not. Nowhere Else. Maybe the name is Nowhere Else. I believe, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I got this from. I believe it's from the new lot of PROCREATE pins. I should be able to find it actually. Am I able to? Oh, there we go. Let's have a look-see. My keyboard is upside down here. Nope. Nowhere Else. Let's see. Oh, it's in inks. There you go. It's in inks. Nowhere Else. And I've just organized it into my own. So I hope that helps. Callie, I'm doodling the cactus, but each design is a different aspect. Nice, the cactus. Flower 1, flower 2, and now I'm working on the sand. Oh, amazing! Yes, we can add detail to the sand as well. Alika, do the templates work with an iPad? So the templates are, it's just a PDF with references of these patterns that you see above me right now. So yeah, you can either use it on your iPad, you know, if you just open it in preview, or you can print it out and refer to it that way. So it's just a PDF, if that is what you are referring to. Alika, unfortunately, I cannot see the comments from you all. Hit your screen again, Alika. I was on a live the other day as a participant, and I recognized that when I touched the screen, the comments disappeared and then they came back. So try that. Ashley, switching over to that mid sketch. Oh, the pencil. I see. You have to close the app and restart it. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, try that again as well. But I discovered that the other day, that you have to like hit on the screen and then the comments come back. Oh, okay, you tried that. On laptop refresh will do. Okay, so there seems to be some technical issues. Also, just a reminder or informing for those of you who are here for the first time, is that this live, there should be a replay over on another platform if you are interested at all, and there's the archive of all past Doodle sessions as well. Well, not all, sometimes the tech didn't work. But majority of past Doodle live sessions exist there as well. So you can check that out from the link in my Insight Timer teacher profile. But of course, this is the main platform for the live weekly sessions. This is where all of the conversation happens. Let's see. Ashley, I was also only able to see my own comments. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, Ashley, there's a replay. Yeah. So after the live session, all the replays exist on another platform. I am hoping to get the replays here on Insight Timer, but it involves a lot of editing because as per the new to be released video content on Insight Timer, you're not allowed to include the chit chat. It needs to exist without the chit chat. So that would involve editing out all this chit chatting that I do during the sessions, during the live session. So I don't really have capacity right now to do that amount of editing. So one day I will get to adding video here, but that's definitely an intention that I have when I have the capacity. So in the meantime, the raw replays exist elsewhere. Let's see, Callie. Oh, that's wonderful. I was wondering, since next semester I won't be available on Fridays. Yeah. So then you can catch the replays whenever you, like on the weekends or whenever you have capacity. Yeah. Marna, what is your playlist? Love the background music. This is a jazz playlist that I put together using copyright-free music. Yeah. I have a subscription to a platform where, yeah, you can download. I've got another playlist of piano. I'm working on a cello-based playlist, and then I've also got a beat, like a I feel really old. A background playlist that has some beat and a bit more energetic, let's say. Because music is important. It's part of the sensory experience, I feel. What's the other platform? I'm not allowed to mention it here in the live session, but if you go to my teacher profile, all of the information is there. Yeah, on my Linktree link. It's a red one, and there's also an orange one. Yeah, Evelina, I like the chit chat too, but yeah, we're not allowed to include it in the uploaded videos. Barbara, it's your breakfast time. Your house is called Tranquility. That is amazing. I love that. Oh, you've enjoyed your time. Look at the time. We do have 5 minutes left. My gosh, that went quickly. I'm glad you had a good time, Barbara. Have a lovely weekend and week ahead, and enjoy your celebrations. Delete tubes of you. That's the one. The tubey one. I love the laughs we have here too. I was reflecting just now, a minute ago. In these sessions, we have all the feels, we have all the emotions. I've cried during these sessions, laughed, had laughing fits, low energy, high energy. It's all welcome. And I appreciate you guys for holding that space. Yeah, Tracy, you're like the chit chat too. Yeah, me too. I was also reflecting, I think you know, I do these live doodling sessions at my local library every other week. And it's a very different experience as the person facilitating. I find that I prefer these sessions because there's, so, believe it or not, because there's so much more interaction. Isn't that strange? There's so much more interaction in these online sessions than there is in the live sessions. A different experience altogether. I mean, they serve different purposes, but it's just interesting. I wouldn't have thought, I would not have hypothesized that there would be more personal interaction in the online sessions than in the real life sessions. Very interesting. Alrighty, where are we on time? Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. I think I'm gonna leave my cactus there for now, and I will complete this. I'm gonna add some spikies, finish that, maybe do something with the sand, maybe fill in some background, maybe watercolor it. And I like to do, finish this off so that I can update the thumbnail for the replay. So if you want to see how they turn out, that's how you can do it. I should also, I have gotten out of the habit, I must get back into the habit of uploading the completed image to the Orange platform. So if you want to join, please do check out the links in my teacher profile. And I'd love for you to check in now as we come to the end of our session, taking a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. How are you feeling right now? What is your Zenometer reading on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being awful, 10 being awesome? How are you feeling? Check in with your body, releasing any tension. Mende, it's been lovely to be here with everyone today. You could go another hour. Please do if you have the time, Mende. Continue. Alike, you're an 8. Amazing. Michelle, steady solid 7. Nice alliteration there too. Steady solid 7. Enjoy your weekend, Tracy, and your Easter. Deli, 7.5. Deb, you're an 8. My gosh, see the high vibes. Catherine, you're a 7. Ashley, you're a 7-ish. My gosh. Evelina, you're an 8. Sol, you're so welcome. I am glad you enjoyed this. Tracy, you're still a 7. Nene, you feel like a content, relaxed 8. Amazing. Callie, you're an 8. As always, Dilly, so appreciate each of you beauties. Thanks for holding this special place. You're so welcome. You guys are co-creators of this special space. So thank you so much for that. I'm an 8.5. I've gone up. Yeah, definitely 8.5. So our Xenometer readings, they're indicating an upward trend. Joanne, a sunny 9, amazing. You're so welcome. Yes, Dilly, enjoy the upcoming birthdays, everybody. Alika, I'm so glad you found this community too. It is a lovely community. I would love for you to share it if you feel like you have some friends or acquaintances who might enjoy these sessions as well. I don't ask for donations on these sessions, but I do ask that you share the love. So if you do know anybody who would like to join or get benefit, please do invite them along. I will be creating all of the April events shortly after this live event. So make sure that you're following and getting the notifications, hit the events so that you get the reminders to log on. This has been so much fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed today's session. It was exactly what I needed. Jenny, you're Zend 9. Oh my gosh, the perfect kind of 9. Aurora, I'm glad you found this. This was so beautiful. I'm glad you found that it was beautiful. Oh, amazing. Michelle, should be my little brother's birthday today. Oh, I'm sorry. In 1993. Sending lots of love to you. Sending lots of love to you, Michelle. In fact, I have a friend, Michelle, who is giving birth today. So yeah, just sending loves for the cycles of life. Cycles of life. Whew, Catherine, you're so welcome. So glad that you found this community too. Ashley, you're in love with what's coming together. Amazing. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. And remember the reminder from the cactus, embrace the prickliness. If there's any kind of judgment that comes up, and remember that it is the process that is the practice of self-love. Yeah. Let's see. Callie, question. Next week is not doodling, but journaling. It's still doodling, but it is a journal prompt. It's like a journal art prompt. So still doodling, very much doodling. That's all I do basically on Insight Timer. It just gives you a couple of questions, like prompts to journal about if you want to. And there is a specific thought that goes along with the doodling prompt. Yeah, so yeah, sending hugs to Michelle. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what a beautiful bunch you are. Thank you so, so much. Thank you for joining. It's been amazing. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you feel called to share your artwork, please head to my teacher profile. The link is there, Linktree link is there, signposting you to all the different places. I appreciate you, and I will see you again next Friday.